Well, today is the third annual Local Entrepreneur Forum. Couldn't be happier. We've got a room full of very interesting people, about 130 people, entrepreneurs, community folks. Everybody considers themselves an investor, which is kind of exciting. This event has become a fixture in the community, a bit of a focal point around which an entrepreneurial culture is beginning to develop.
What I love about the Local Entrepreneur Forum is that it's really where the REconomy theory comes to life. It feels really exciting to see the number of new faces that are here, and particularly the number of young faces that are here as well.
I love the Entrepreneurs Forum. For me, it's one of the highlights of the year. It's really an exciting thing to be at, because what you see is what it looks like when a community comes together to support its entrepreneurs, to collectively help to bring a new economy into being.
I think it's a great place for people to come together and to find out actually what everyone is doing and thinking and interested in. And actually to have a gathering place for people to start sharing this is the first, I think, the first seed for something to happen.
What it brings is just that kind of sense of support and kind of solidarity for people who are starting businesses, that they can feel that actually they're part of something really special, and it's really important that that's what they're doing. And I think it brings a real sense to Totnes that we can start these fantastic businesses and really make a difference.
And it's not just about all those different projects, it's about the web, the connections, the relationships that you weave between them, because that's what gives a local economy like this its resilience.
I work for Transition Town Totnes on a project called Food Link. And what I was pitching for today is a project that's come out of that called Grown in Totnes, of expanding the range of local food that's available beyond the hungry gaps. So the idea is that we work with local farmers and encourage them to grow crops that then can be sold directly for human consumption. And we have local processing facilities so that those crops are processed locally and then we sell them locally.
I'm Zaf Bowden. My project is Dart Valley Timber. It's a new small sawmill and timber merchants specialising in the most local of timber rather than even just homegrown. It's to make the best use of the timber that's already been grown and harvested close to Totnes.
Great. My name's Doug King-Smith, and I came representing the Hilly Field, which is a company regenerating ancient woodland on Dartmoor.
So my name's Fraser Durham. I'm Commercial Director of Argan Solutions. We're an energy monitoring business based in Totnes, and we basically design, build and install energy monitoring systems for commercial and industrial clients at the moment.
I'm Charlie Burles, and I'm a part of the Living Projects. The Living Project's main aim is to empower young people in this area. We seem to be losing our young people in this area due to a lack of facilities for them to really get down to earth, really hone in on what their skills are, how they can learn in life and what they can contribute to the local area.
Pledged to offer space to grow some oats if windy Dartmoor.
I'm Martin Foster, editor of REConnect magazine, and I'd like to pledge a free advertisement.
£50 to the crowdfunding.
Hi, it's Elliot Smith here from the Living Projects, and we would like to pledge you that we're growing some oats.
I pledged an investment of somewhere 2,000 or upwards, and I'll certainly come and work with you.
I'd like to invest £2,000 upwards as well, and I'd like to have a conversation with you, Zav, about kind of how much you need and who else is investing.
I'd be happy to pledge time towards mentoring that into making it happen.
And this year's event is still kind of sinking in, really. I mean, we're just going to come out of the pitching and the pledging session, the community of dragons, or audience of angels, as I prefer to call it. It's still kind of sinking in, but and part of me is wanting to kind of compare it to last year, and I think it compares favourably. It's difficult to tell at this point, but I mean, we probably had as many people pledging support and a whole array of support, not just what was being asked from the pitching projects, but people were starting to be a little creative on their feet as well, in terms of, oh, actually, they didn't ask for this, but I think they might really like this.
I was involved with a project that actually pitched on the very first year. We had this idea for a brewery, the New Lion Brewery, as a craft brewery, and we pitched it the first year along with another business called Fungi Futures, who take the spent coffee grains from the cafes in Totnes and grow gourmet mushrooms on them, who are now doing very well and who've won awards. We're up and running and we're brewing. We promised 2 years ago we'd come back this year and give people would be able to taste the beer that we were making. So what we've got this year is a stout called Circular Stout. So the Fungi Futures take our old grains and grow mushrooms on them, oyster mushrooms. Now we're producing a stout which is flavoured with those oyster mushrooms. So it's the circular economy in a glass.
So here I am with my oyster stout in hand at the end of, I think, a terrifically successful day, though we'll take everyone else's account on that, at the Local Entrepreneur Forum, which has been working pretty hard for quite a few months to put together, and it feels like that was well worth doing. We're building this kind of reciprocal web, a theme of reciprocal web of projects and enterprises, building a strong local economy here in Totnes and district. And our theme for today was what goes around comes around, which is a little play on, I guess, the idea of giving, sharing, not expecting anything immediately back, but it comes around eventually, that sort of idea. But also on a more physical level, the idea of the circular economy and this kind of cycling of nutrients, resources, energy, things. So that's what today's been about. This is a symbol of it here. So everyone's in there having a good celebration. Next step, how can this idea work in other communities? Can we take it elsewhere?
There's something magical about a community seeing how easy it is and how possible it is to kind of gather around their local change makers to make their community even better and richer and more diverse and creative.